Hello everybody and welcome back to Casual Gamer Oz as we enter our 5th season of career mode on F1 2017. Can you believe we're into season 5 and we're still with bloody Toro Rosso? That's right, we are here at the Albert Park circuit in Melbourne, the Australian Grand Prix to kick off the season, and we're raring to go. Updates in the plans, and hopefully this will be our final time driving a Toro Rosso at Albert Park. We have a wet qualifying by the looks of things. Our best qualifying here ever was 18th in our last season here in season 4 on F1 2017. Let's do this. And it's not how we want to start off with a wet session, but we're going to try our darndest here to get off to a good start. Last year we had 9 points finishes and 11 non-points finishes. We had no retirements last season, but it's those non-points finishes that I think hurt us the most. We are obviously the #1 driver here for Toro Rosso now, moving into our 5th season, and hopefully that can increase our chances moving forward. I really thought Renault were going to offer us a role this year based on their reputation, how much it had increased towards the second half of the season. Not even Sauber wanted to offer us another drive. Not that we would have taken a Sauber drive, but it's ridiculous that we've done 4 full seasons here on F1 2017 in career mode, and not once have we had a single offer by any other team. It's ridiculous, this new reputation system. As I keep complaining about, it punishes you for mistakes, and it barely rewards you for your successes. And this time around we're going to start off very badly here by the looks of things. 20th right now. We need to be in 15th. The conditions are hard here on the car, and we are definitely not going to find ourselves in 15th place. We do have the most powerful engine in Formula 1, so I guess we can work with that a little bit moving forward here for Toro Rosso. But yeah, this is a woeful way to start our time here on F1 2017 Season 5. We've dropped down the difficulty. I think we're down to about 68 or 67 now. We might even drop it down a smidge more. And again, you might think that's cheating, but again, we've got to push forward with this. I'm really getting sick of having to drive in a Toro Rosso and have no development forward. We're going to get dead last, and this is what I mean. Yep.
It's a bit disappointing, but we just need to push hard in the race and we can still come away with something.
I think we will decrease it slightly come China, like we did last year. But there it is. Ferrari will start on pole for the first race of the season as they're looking for a tri-peat of championships, and Hamilton obviously trying his best to catch up. Can Bottas or Raikkonen get their first championship? Who knows? We'll see. But we'll obviously, hopefully, for a dry race day, and we'll aim to go towards that now. I'm going to do that now. Best finish here at Albert Park, 13th, and that came in last season in F1 2017. So, yeah, we're waiting for some upgrades. Should have one next in China. Obviously, as you would have seen at the end of our Season 4 video, we implemented some upgrades. Should have done them right at the end, so they would have been ready here for Australia. And we've got a major upgrade we can do. I think it takes 3 rounds, but though, on the fuel cell development, which we might implement. And look out, we've got plenty of points in reserve. We're going to lose this one here to Grosjean this round. And we're going to drop back here. This is what I mean. Look how much that punishes us for just that. Whereas, you know, how many... Oh, don't even get me started. Anyway, let's get into Australia. And we're going to... Yeah, we'll drop this down. We can't do it until in between races. We'll obviously have an invitational race after this one too. And we'll do them all for this season, but we might revisit them come Season 6. Just moving forward, because I mean, if we're not getting the Renaults or the Ferraris, then what's the point in doing them? We haven't covered all the bases. I said I would download the 88 McLaren, which I still haven't gotten around to doing yet. My bad. But let's see how we go. Alright. Once again, we start from the back here in Australia. Something that we have done in every single Grand Prix, with the exception of 2. We're on the inside line, so that's a positive. Alright, let's start off our 5th season on F1 2017, our 5th season of Toro Rosso. Let's get out of this team moving forward. So we get off a decent start. Verline, though, just covering our line a little bit too much there as we break into turn 1. We want to avoid some carnage. We do. Don't want to damage the front wing coming into turn 1. So we'll stick this in rich mode still for a little bit longer. Should be able to make a few positions up here in turn 3 and avoid getting any damage to the front wing, which again we do. But a car on the inside there. It's forced us wide. I don't trust it. They're still next to us. It's Magnussen. We know I've had trouble with Haas's here in the past, particularly this guy in front of us, Grosjean. Cost us a good result here in our very first season on F1 2017. I remember that one well. So I don't trust. Oh, I've just clipped slightly. Got a yellow damage on the front wing. I'm probably going to get a penalty for that too, knowing my luck. No, I don't. Positive there at least. It's going to cause me a bit of damage on that wing. It's only yellow though. It's not red. It's not the worst that can happen. And once again, Grosjean in Australia. We know he's our rival, but we know we can't beat him basically. If he finishes this race, he wins. Because he only needs one more point to take it. And this is somebody we drew against before. So hopefully they give us an easier rival. Because once again, our rival, we have not had a single victory against any rival here in F1 2017, believe it or not. As I push it very close to the wall there coming into the final turn. Definitely got a little bit too close to comfort there. I'm in a Haas sandwich at the moment. Magnussen behind, Grosjean in front. Good run on Grosjean here up into turn 3 perhaps. I'm going to have to very much late brake and risk it. I don't think I'm confident enough to do that at this early stage of the season and in the race. We're ahead of where they want us to finish at 17th. I haven't even looked at that until now. So that's good. We'll be ahead of the teammates, so that will be good. And obviously in this early stage of the season coming up to Monaco, when we know that's going to be an automatic failure for us, we need to do as best as we can so we don't get punished severely early on in the season, as often is the case. We are on a 22 race finishing streak. Probably jinx that by saying that out loud. But we're just going to maintain this at the moment. I think we're going to lose this opportunity to get up to Grosjean, as we've got Magnussen now all over the back of us. Cover the inside line, force him to go on the outside. He has a look. It's about where his teammate took me off a few seasons ago. The Haas is a bit racy early on in Season 5 here in F1 2017 career mode. Vettel, he's won the last 2 championships. If we take out F1 2016 from the equation, it's 2 world championships apiece to Vettel and Hamilton. But if we factor in F1 2016, it's 4 championships to 2 Hamilton. And in real life, of course, that would mean that they both sit on 6 world championships apiece if you factor in their pre-game championships, which was 4 to Vettel and 2 to Hamilton. Actually 3 to Hamilton. I know my maths. So Hamilton actually would be on 7. So there you go. He'd be equal with Shuey. I just want to black that out to think that he can equal that record. So, yeah, I know. I'm still in denial that he's broken his pole position record. It's bullshit, let's be honest. He's had no challenges in the last 2 seasons. Last 4 seasons, really. I mean, whoa, as I get clipped from behind by Magnussen. Now get fucked. That is ridiculous. That is absolutely ridiculous. I thought I was in the wall there, and I thought my jinxing of the finishing streak was about to come true there. And I'm going to pit here. There's no point. I mean, I'm not going to catch up to these cars. I'm struggling with this. And for fuck's sake, a Haas again here in Albert Park runs up my ass, and I'm to get the punishment for it. And that is an absolute load of crap. And we're going to find ourselves dead last here at Albert Park. And absolutely ropeable. Well, we're going to finish it at least to keep the finishing streak alive, but unfucking believable. Absolutely unbelievable. I was on my racing line. He drove in the back of me. We are definitely decreasing the difficulty. Which again is just a frustration because we're going to get severely penalised for doing that, and we didn't even do anything. This is where this system is ridiculous, because again, you get penalised for doing something that's not even your own fault, and they should factor that into the equation. They should go, okay, well, it wasn't your fault, it's a racing incident. Somebody else took you out, so therefore we won't punish you for it. But will they? Of course not. So, once again, we start off poorly the season. We're at least going to finish the race, hopefully. 23 races in a row, we'll take that. But in terms of what's it going to do for our career, nothing. And once again, we look down the barrel of suffering with Toro Rosso moving forward. So the frustrations are laid out bare there for you all to watch this right now. And again, these are all unedited. These are all completely the emotions riding with me as it happens. And yep, that's exactly what that is. Yeah, I know, Jeffrey, shut up. Navi, we've labelled him Navi from the Ocarina of Time. Stop, look, listen! Started off well in F1 2016, didn't it, folks? Winning Grand Prix in my second season. We're into our 5th season. I've only been on the podium once. Vettel wins, yay. I'm so sick of staring at this blue, bloody car. This has to be my last time around this track in this car. This has to be. I've said that the last 3 seasons, have I not? Yeah. It's going to take me 5 seasons to increase an entire one side of my tree. So how long is it? Absolutely almost impossible to complete the whole thing? I guess if you're doing practices and finishing strongly, probably not. Well, a race finish is a race finish. 22 of these in a row. 23 of these in a row, I should say. So that's the positive we'll take from this. In a very disappointing race. Oh, shut the fuck up, you asshole. Again, you're going to punish me for that bullshit when it's not even my own fault. Well, we finished the race. So, yep, no change at the front. Hamilton dropped down to 5th, actually. So, we'll just have a bit of a gander at... I want to see this Magnussen move on me. Terrible start there. Overly cautious. Dive bomb up through there. And around Magnussen there. Get a bit of curving. It's a great shot, isn't it? Oh, 2 into that section. Fast corner, you don't generally have 2 cars side by side. That's where I bang the back of Grosjean. And that basically cost me any chance of being able to catch him. Just going to fast forward this through. I want to see this bloody incident with the bloody suck my balls, honey. It's Magnussen, of course. I did think, though, that when he clipped me that I was in the wall and that was my retirement streak. Done. Oh, okay. Here we go. I'm on my racing line. He goes into an impossible position against the wall there. In what universe? Kevin Magnussen? In what universe is that an overtaking spot? You absolute prick. Let's ride on board with him. Sees a gap. I'm cutting across my racing line there. Oh my goodness. Asshole. He didn't even get a penalty for it. Fuck this shit. Let's get into our next invitational mode. It's F1 2017 career mode. Casual game rules. I'm angry. Let's move forward. Good night.